I've been informed of your promotion. I'm Captain Langer. You may read my service record later. I've been assigned to your unit to act as your adjutant, and, if I may be so bold, your advisor. Now, orders have arrived from the Provisional Government of the Czechoslovak Republic. They commend our heroic sacrifices on the Eastern Front, which helped secure the independence of our new republic. However, Russia is officially in a state of civil war, and our old wartime enemies have blockaded all direct routes westward. To go west, we must go east. On this armored train, from Moscow all the way across Siberia to Vladivostok, where we will complete our evacuation by sea. Furthermore, we've been instructed not to interfere in the conflict between the Reds and Whites. We are to remain neutral and let the Russian people sort out their own affairs. No mention on how we can stay neutral if we're actually attacked. I'm sure all this looked good on paper. Anyway, a long and arduous journey awaits us. We should leave immediately and stop at Penza for further orders.
Mark my words, Last Train Home is going to be an absolute certified banger. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to the start of a seemingly amazing journey all the way to Moscow to Vladivostok. Welcome to Last Train Home. This game combining elements of Frostpunk, RTS games such as Metawar Assault Squad, also Call to Arms, and a little bit of some maybe company heroes in here, and all the management of Frostpunk will be apparent pretty early in this game, as it's not just an RTS but also a management game, almost like an Oregon Trail. Rather than heading west, we're heading east in World War I as the Czechoslovak forces are pushing towards a boat that's awaiting them to head back to their republic in Central Europe. Well, welcome aboard. Good to see you all here for a game that's got some actual, or like really good voice acting in English, amazing IRL like action in the game as well, cutscenes of realistic trains and actors that are in historically realistic uniforms. The developers of this game have blown me out of the water. I mean, I love all the games that I previously mentioned, and this is one just to keep an eye on. So if you haven't already, smash that like button, add this game to your wish list if you like it. I just think this is one that caught my eye at like Summer Games Fest, and I was just like, no way, this can't be this good, but it is. I thought it was going to be something like perhaps Iron Harvest, a little bit more like Company Heroes, but no. Just watch till the end. You'll be amazed. There's many different systems, many different gameplay mechanics in this one, so let's check them out now on our first look at Last Train Home. It's pretty damn good.
During the Great War, later known as World War I, the Czechoslovak Legion was commissioned to fight on Russia's behalf in exchange for support for an independent Czechoslovak Republic. However, the Great War exacted tremendous loss of life and economic collapse in Russia, igniting a revolution that deposed the Tsar and devolved into a bloody civil war. The Bolsheviks established the Red Army to consolidate power and rule over a united Russia, whereas the White Army rallied to oppose the Reds. The Czechoslovak Legion was now in a very delicate position, an armed force in a foreign land with no clear allegiance to the Reds or Whites. Moreover, Russia's western borders were still held by powers opposing the establishment of Czechoslovakia. Thus, the Czechoslovak Provisional Government ordered the legionaries to remain neutral and travel eastward to Vladivostok to board ships back to Europe. Nonetheless, during its evacuation via the Trans-Siberian Railway, the Legion became embroiled in armed conflicts affecting the course of the Russian Civil War. Now, we learn the story of The Last Train Home, a work of fiction inspired by the writings of a brilliant member of the Czechoslovak Legion and a veritable instrument of history. The story begins with an ambitious captain under the command of Major Gazdik, who leads the last unit of Czechoslovak legionaries, headed to Vladivostok by armored train. Cheer up, Captain. The train needs a checkup and we can be on our way. I heard you bragged you'd be a better major than I am. So, let's see how well you do in command. Let's take a squad and go trade with the local miller, while the rest of the legionaries look after the train.
Let's do it. All right, at first look, the environment looks gorgeous. trees and leaves and bushes and brush and such everywhere and blowing around, seemingly coming to life, as well as that train too. Boy, do I like some trains, and this one looks nice. We've got ourselves an artillery section on the train, a couple of cars for our troops, and then a medical car too for anyone who may be wounded, and of course supplies too. Now, one thing to consider about this game is this is not necessarily a game that has individual missions, but essentially think of it as like the Oregon Trail, that game, where all the things, every bullet, every grenade, every bandage, every piece of food, coal, and everything else we need for the train and our journey will need to be gathered either by stopping and gathering these things out in the field or possibly trading for them or whatnot, and it all comes together, it all matters. So our first mission is to go to the flour mill and see if we can find ourselves some, well, flour or bread or something to eat. Another good thing about this game is it's fully voice acted in Czech. It also has English, German, and French too. But if you want to go for the full immersion of the Czech language, you certainly can, as these Czechoslovak forces push forward.
That's not good.
Uh-oh. That's not good at all.
Are destroyed. Fortunately, it seems nobody was around to get hurt. Hurry and collect the sacks with food supplies before they burn too.
All right, let's get some food.
Sir.
Righto.
Ready? Yes, sir. War is over. Winter is coming. Who in their right mind would burn a flour mill? We have to talk to the miller. The farmhouse is nearby. Let's go.
That goes for us too. We have to prepare for winter as well, where cloth will be very important for blankets and other clothing that we can keep ourselves and possibly wounded and/or civilians or anyone we find along the way well-fed, well-clothed, warm, etc. Going to continue to gather food as we push towards the farmhouse. Things should be indicated on our mini-map in the lower left corner.
If someone is still alive in there, it is our duty to try and help.
Righto.
Open the gates.
Someone's lying there. Moving.
Are you here to kill me now?
No, ma'am. We are Czechoslovak legionaries on our way to Vladivostok. We wanted to buy supplies from your mill, but found it burning. Who did this?
Bolsheviks. They demanded we hand over our winter supplies in the name of Lenin. My son refused. We have a family to feed, he said. So they killed him. And the children. You soldiers are all the same. Killing is all you know. Just leave and let me die in peace.
If the Bolsheviks wanted food, why did they leave the sacks to burn with the mill?
It was never about the food. This is what you get for refusing to collaborate with the Red Army.
Wow. All right, well, certainly getting dark immediately. Reminded me of some of the earlier missions of Company Heroes 2, at least in appearance.
Understood.
All right, let's continue to gather food and weapon and ammo. Get to the vantage point, all right?
Taking position.
Some more supply up here.
Moving out.
Ready as I'll ever be. Consider it done.
So we also get the option to make our own squads, and as we go on these missions, we can choose whether or not we're bringing a scout, rifleman, machine gunner, or medic, or a mix of all of those forces. Of course, we could have all machine gunners if we want, but not going to be great if somebody becomes wounded or if we need to take out someone from a much further distance.
Send someone with binoculars to that ledge. A scout.
Yes.
Now, Captain.
We're sending everybody.
Look! It's the Reds who killed the miller's family and burned everything! They deserve to die!
Stand down, soldier. The Red Army will answer for crimes against their own countryfolk, but not to us. We are still in Russian lands and have a long way ahead of us. We don't want to be making enemies.
Not to mention causing diplomatic incidents that endanger our new republic.
Enough chatter. Get back to the train. Maybe we can find more supplies on the way.
Damn, this is really well done for an alpha build, by the way. I'm really impressed with how some of these earlier maps look. It certainly feels like it could be any other game we've played in the past on this channel. Looks like there is a way to go under the bridge, but I think we should probably look down there and see if there's any other food.
Understood.
Those troops might see us too, so we're going to try to stay a little bit away from them.
Finding cover.
But it is important for us to go look for any supplies that we can find along the way. Don't see anything at this building. Wait a minute. There is something on the railroad tracks over here. appearing as a little white dot on the minimap, so let's go scout first. Ah, there's more stuff up here too.
I'll pry it open then.
Yeah, more food. Good.
Listening? A wise decision.
Anything across the bridge?
Your orders.
Oh,
Let's
there's
hope
some
it's good.
supply there as well. More ammunition.
I'm listening.
Okay, let's push
On my way.
back the other way. Now, it is likely that we are to miss some things here, but this is kind of just an initial
sir.
playthrough of finding out what the game is all about, as this is just simply a demo, and it is just the alpha build. Now, there is a chance that this game will be available for Steam's Next Fest too, but nothing's set in stone, so if you're really liking The Last Train Home so far, I would recommend going to Steam and adding it to your wish list and
Yes?
checking back to see if there's any sort of
Righto.
demo or an updated
Ready?
demo or release
Yes.
date if you're really curious about it. But as always, you can add games like this to your Steam wish list, and then, of course, it'll rank it higher in the Steam listings so
my
more
way.
people can find it, and thus the more support we get for a game like this, the more
Take your
games like
position.
this that we get. Big fan of games like Men of War 2 coming
Yes,
soon,
sir.
also Call to Arms Gates of Hell Ostfront, but then
Ready.
also elements of Frostpunk, as I mentioned, are here with us going and gathering food and coal and wood and other things to repair our train, to build and basically enhance and upgrade things. So very important to do all that stuff. All right, I think the Soviets are gone for now. If we find them, we're going to move away. I guess Bolsheviks, really, but same enemy. F stands for freedom, C stands for commie. Let's continue to push. All right, maybe nothing down
Moving
here,
out.
but good that we check everything. Looks like they've done a pretty good job of destroying everything around here. Ah, there was stuff here.
Let's hope it's good.
Some more food and cloth.
Awaiting order. I'll keep my head down.
Let's set up our
Your
machine
orders,
gunner
sir.
and have our
Wise
sniper
to
grab that
proceed,
cloth.
sir.
Just in case. Looks like there could be more up there. Yep, fuel too.
Yeah, understood.
Wow, a lot in this opening area. So as they say in the upper right corner,
Our soldiers
pretty good
haven't
tutorial.
seen action for a while. How about some target practice on the scarecrows?
Telling us that we need to move to the extraction. A little bit of like, you know, an extraction shooter here. Go around, loot everything you can from the map, avoid enemies, engage them if you need to, and bring back all your supplies to your HQ, in this case our train. Every mission should have a loot. We also have, of course, our overview of our missions on the left side, and camera controls, etc., etc. Some basic stuff here, but some things I've
Ready.
never seen before.
Bloody business.
But this is the game that I've always wanted, to combine like an
They're not
RTS.
scarecrows. They're stuffed witches.
Watch out for Baba Yaga, the mother of all witches.
Less talking, more shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, great.
Yes.
Perfect.
On my way.
Yeah, I've always wanted this.
Say the word.
These sunflowers. Oh, good. Pretty.
Understood.
All right, a few more scarecrows to eliminate. Now, completing these missions is pretty important, even though it might be seemingly a waste of ammo or whatnot. We do get XP for our troops,
Take that, Baba Yaga.
who then can be upgraded later on.
Understood.
Looks like we're done shooting, so let's go ahead and move back to the train.
Yes?
Of course, we have ourselves a medic here with specific
Legionaries leave
abilities.
No one behind. Bring the whole squad here before giving the command to leave.
We have the ability to stabilize troops that are
Listening,
dying,
sir.
recon, grenade throwing, kind of a focus fire where we can lock down a choke point or a fatal funnel, that type of thing. I think we're good to go, even if we missed anything. Mission successful, so let's head back to base. Oh wow, you can even see troops protecting our train. So there is the possibility that maybe when we're out on a mission, our train here could be attacked too. And it doesn't look like we've got too much to defend ourselves. A few ports maybe for machine guns, but the artillery itself is a long-range weapon, so... Look at how cool that looks. Little smokestack there. Neat. On to the next one. Well, there we go. And there's all of our XP. Very important stuff here. And an overview of everything that we walk away with, too. So if we've missed anything, we can't come back. So it's very important to try to gather everything that we can, but also not to risk our troops' lives or other supplies to try to get supplies that, you know, we might need or could get somewhere else. All right. Now, this is also where the game becomes a little bit more like Frostpunk 2, where there's different narrative choices that we can make. Someone will come to us with a problem or a development or some news, and we'll have to make a decision. For example, here we have to be either neutral to the Red Army or think about the consequences if we caught them red-handed as they kill civilians, that type of thing. But for here, it won't matter too much, so we'll just follow our orders of laying low and seeing what we can do from here. I feel like this point should be, or this part should be voice acted. It would be great to just hear more and more voice acting in this game, but, you know, c'est la vie. We got ourselves food, fuel, money to manage, wood, metal, cloth, herbs, and gunpowder, so we can make ammunition, healing items, clothing, etc., etc., and we can see everything over here. So there's a lot of consumables that we can get to increase everybody's morale or health or whatnot, and also we can sell these things or buy them too, depending on the trader. All right, we're going to proceed with our mission, so let's go. You can pause at any time to read that development if you'd like to. We're going to keep on trucking. Now, this is amazing. This is what sets this game apart. This is awesome. Of course, we're locked to this railroad track that's going all the way to a small town known as Moscow. Never heard of that one before. But we have to go all the way to our first objective, which is there, stopping first at this small town in order to gather supplies. But this is amazing. Check this out. In real time, we can just zoom into the train, and this landscape here that we see on the on this map is modeled in this smaller map too, which could trigger a mission at any moment. We can literally stop the train at any point and have our troops get out and go look around for supplies and or do whatever. So like we can send out expeditions on the world map. We can send out troops to locations like a logging mill or a farm or whatnot, and they can be deployed on an expedition and then come back. Similar to how it is in Frostpunk when you do send out expeditions that way. And then, of course, we can stop our trains so they can catch up, or we can keep on rolling and they can meet us at the next town, for example. So we could stop here and do this mission, and our troops could meet up with us later. We have a total of 24 troops that we can have, 24 living spaces. But if we zoom in even further, we can manage the whole damn train here. The engineers who drive the train, the workers who are stoking it, the firemen essentially, managing coal and fuel and other things. We have our artillery car, which then can basically load that ammo and fire at any enemy targets that we need to take out. All of our supplies, and then living spaces for our troops, as well as the medical car for anybody who may be wounded. A fateful encounter. All right, time to keep on trucking. Looks like there's an enemy general here. Or, well, not an enemy general, but possibly a, well, maybe an enemy. Who knows? Depends on what's going to go on with the Red Army that's in this area, but clearly somebody who is on the Red Army's side. All right, let's deploy a squad here. Difficulty of this mission is low, so let's see if we can take maybe one of each. Soldiers with combat role. All soldiers will take a rifleman. We'll take a machine gunner, a medic, a grenadier, and a sniper. We'll take 5 troops on this mission. And we can kind of see what our squad can do for expeditions, too. So we have an herbalist with the group. So not only being a sniper is important, but also somebody who knows what mushrooms to pick or herbs to go get. Some real-life survival skills will be important here. So we do have ourselves a survival game, too, as well as hunting. So yeah, just because you're a good machine gunner doesn't mean you know how the hell to hunt deer. So that's going to be an important part of the game. Let's send out our squad and deploy. Here we go.
It's too quiet here. Move out, but keep your eyes and ears open.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see bodies. Not good. Oh, and I hear flies, too. Wonderful.
Ready? A better option, yes.
Good thing we stopped the train before the town.
On my way.
The Reds left some of the villagers alive. I think they need help.
Yes,
Oh, we have a friendly medic with us.
you'll live.
Like a white army medic or something? This was the squad that we brought in. Oh, looks like there's supplies.
As you say, sir.
Got that medical kit. Nice, hopping over the fence.
Moving out.
Beautiful, love to see it.
We're Czechoslovak legionaries on our way to Vladivostok. Can you tell us what happened here?
The Red Army came for recruits and provisions. We told them to leave, but they just laughed and took whatever they wanted. They killed everyone who resisted. We saw trucks full of artillery shells driving towards the river. My sister lives there. I'm worried sick. Please, help.
We came here to trade for supplies, not to get involved in Russian affairs. But the Reds attacked us before, and they are clearly up to no good here. We simply cannot risk the train. So, we have to go and find out what is going on.
Looks like they sabotaged the bridge. We'll have to fix it to cross.
You can find tools and materials in a nearby camp. Right over there.
All right.
Finding cover.
Man, I love that, though. Being able to jump that fence like that. An intelligent AI that's able to mitigate obstacles and then immediately take cover.
A
So
better option,
if
yes.
we need to do immediately get into a position, Boom. Ready to rock. Love it. Okay, let's keep pushing.
Ready? Yes, sir.
And we'll look around for supply, too. And we're likely to find Red Army forces here and see some actual combat here shortly.
Taking position.
Let's spread our troops around a little bit.
Certainly not.
I'm waiting.
Great music.
Okay, I'm going.
Yes?
What is it? No.
No, and then
Yes.
continues to move.
Not possible.
No, I will not do this.
Changing location. Enemy spotted.
Uh-oh.
Say the word.
Enemy patrol.
I'm ready. Assuming position.
Hold on.
I'm listening. Deploying.
Get 'em, boys.
I'm all ears. Attacking!
Let's get a
Yes,
grenade out that
yes.
way. Stay in cover.
Here!
Frag out.
Keep it! Finding cover.
Get the cover.
Definitely not.
Nice.
Looks like we're clear.
Yes, sir.
Whew, okay.
You live.
Listening, sir.
Not a lot of cover here. And couldn't really engage around that house regardless. All right, he's healed up again.
Say okay.
Let's send out the squad. Go up this way.
Moving.
But no supplies in the town. Looks like the Bolsheviks took pretty much everything. We'll head up this way and see if we can find... Uh-oh. Good defensive position there at the church. See if we can find some more supply.
I'm ready.
Certainly not.
Ah, we can't move without
I'm listening. Yes,
disabling that overwatch. Okay.
sir. Moving out.
Alright, acquire the repair kit. So we must repair a bridge that's blocking the way of the train. Clever. Cover, mission objectives, healing, of course.
I'm ready. Understood.
Now, let's go into a little bit of a tactical pause here.
Listening, sir.
We can, of course, do that. It'll be a little bit easier for us to manage things. Although, again, no cover on this side, really. Only on the other side. We're going to be out in the open.
Say the word.
There's some cover there.
Taking cover.
Let's go over there.
The enemy seems to hold a good defensive position with full cover. If we don't have the range or grenades, we'll have to storm their position.
Enemy spotted.
Storm their position. How are we going to do that? Charge the enemy. Bayonet charge skill. All right, let's do
I'm
that.
here.
Did see that before, so let's go ahead and charge this guy here.
Onwards.
And let's get him. Go, baby. Nice.
I think that was the last of them.
I'm waiting. Assuming position.
Good job, everybody. Okay. So it looks like we would have gotten a free medic on this mission as well. So sometimes we'll get
Say the word.
reinforcements and people to assist us for the
Taking
mission
cover.
that we might not necessarily
This
bring.
place is crawling with Reds. We should consider remaining undetected for as long as possible. Just please make sure no one fires by accident. Gunshots are not very stealthy.
Silent mode.
Changing location.
Your orders, sir.
Let's have our medic and rifleman, grenadier, and machine gunner stay back. And we'll push up with our scout to take out enemy forces. Okay, so we can move silently, but how do we kill silently? I guess just not by
I'll see what's there.
being heard before they're shot.
Engaging.
Oh, never mind. Silent mode means that he'll knife from behind. All right.
I'll see to it, sir.
Let's see if we can sneak up there and get him. Keep everyone else back so they don't shoot.
Taking aim. Enemy spotted.
I love this guy, by the way. His ghillie suit is essentially just like grain and such tied up on his back. And then tied to the actual cloth that he's wearing.
Rest in hell, comrade.
Nice job. Alright, I want to get these other guys.
Say understood.
Let's get our machine gunner up here and everyone else. And we'll turn off silent mode as soon as they get here. Go.
Your orders, sir. Finding cover.
Nice. Very well done.
Good. Now that the nasty business is done, let's see how bad the situation is.
Of course, our tactical pause that we showed off a little earlier. And more supplies.
I'm ready. No.
No?
Ready, sir? Not possible. Let's see what's there.
Oh, we have to... Wait.
Found a repair kit. We've got what we need to repair the bridge now.
Right-click to heal wounded soldier. That's just a wagon. I think they mean to take medical
I'm
supplies,
waiting.
maybe?
Not possible.
I'm not sure what that's for. It should be maybe
I'm
medical
listening.
supplies we can take, but I guess not. All right, let's repair the bridge. Let's have our rifleman do that. Where is he at?
I'm
There we
here.
go.
Yes.
Love the bar at the bottom, by the way, to show us everybody's injuries or what some sort of a stat about
Yes.
them could be. I do like that. Let's have our grenadier
No.
If there's a
healed up.
watchtower
Okay,
around,
I'm going.
we should capture it to get a better view of the surrounding area.
Say the word.
Let's see. Can't be deployed. It looks like he's going to possibly rest in the train. Maybe it's not a field injury that we
Must
can
be
heal up.
joking.
All right.
I'm waiting.
Well, anyway, the bridge is repaired.
Moving. Not possible.
We can't heal anybody there at the moment,
Yes?
Moving.
but it must be some sort of medical supplies for the medics that can use them in the field.
If you say so.
All right, let's
Yes?
take cover there. It looks like a watchtower. Stay inside the area to capture the watchtower. Let's send the sniper.
I'm all ears. A wise decision. No, I don't think so, sir.
There we go. Looks like some explosive barrels down there.
I'm waiting.
Enemy
Moving.
spotted. Those must be the trucks used to transport artillery shells.
Ah.
We must stop them.
There's nothing a grenade can't stop.
Say the word.
Let's just make sure we're not too close when they explode.
Changing location.
All right, we got our grenade skill.
Yes?
Can we occupy the tower? No. That's a shame we can't put the sniper up in the tower. But it does prove to be a useful lookout at what's ahead. Looks like friendly troops
Listening.
there? Oh.
I'll keep my head down.
All right. Well, let's just toss a grenade then.
Pull the pin, toss the egg!
And get into
Assuming
cover. That's
position.
going to be a big boom.
I don't see any movement.
Yep, me
That
neither.
bridge looks perfect for an ambush. We should not proceed until we figure out what could await us on the other side. Does anyone have binoculars?
Our sniper sure does.
Your orders, sir. Moving.
All right, let's push up a little bit.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Enemy forces are waiting on the other side of that bridge more than likely.
Orders. Understood.
And they could possibly blow up the bridge for the train. All right, let's get everyone into position.
I'm listening. Taking position.
Looks like there's some grenades there.
Listening. Right you are, sir.
Nice. All right, let's get our sniper up there.
Moving. Finding cover.
And let's recon the area. Ooh, more explosives.
Let's see what's there. Enemy spotted.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Oh boy.
Oh, they know we're here.
Finding cover.
They'll be coming for us.
Ready.
Have our
Taking
grenadiers
cover.
stay
Set up
back.
the machine gun and give them hell.
Awaiting orders.
I agree.
Deploying.
Okay, the sniper and the machine gun
I'm
are on
listening.
standby.
Here they come. Stand your ground.
There's not a lot of room for cover, is there? Here they come.
Ready. You can bet on it.
The rest of them are not stupid enough to come at us after watching their buddies by on the bridge.
So let's call in an artillery strike and make those bastards pay
Oh,
for their
hell
crimes.
yeah. Time for the train to shine. And the sniper just clapped that guy right there. Awesome work. All right, let's bring in some heavy artillery. Let's go, baby. All right. So use the artillery strike. Boom. That'll do.
Kablow!
We came here to get supplies for our journey. Let's get them and leave this place.
Yes.
I feel bad taking the supplies. The Reds must have stolen them from the villagers.
The villagers are dead. And we will be too if we don't get moving.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's hope it's good.
We can use cloth for uniforms and blankets. We'll be headed deep into Siberia and...
And winter is coming.
Carry on.
Imagine that we have to survive a Siberian
Yes.
winter in this game. Gulag intensifies.
Coal. Good. Fuel is the most precious resource on our journey.
Isn't food our most precious resource?
Of course. At the next depot, we should buy a locomotive that runs on berries. Maybe we can also burn berries to keep warm on the train as we cross Siberia.
Listening.
Wow, sassy.
I'm all ear. Do I get to keep what I find, sir?
Yes, you do. Wow, look at this. A beautiful...
Whoever left all this ammo behind
Train
must
line,
be
too.
very proficient with the bayonet.
Frickin' love
if my
trains.
machine gun runs out of ammo, it's dead weight. I'd just call for artillery support. Yes? Moving.
All right, let's get all of our main characters here.
Yes?
And hopefully Joseph here, who's been wounded previously in our engagements, will be able to get healed up in the medical car, which is exactly how that's supposed to play out. Get the rest of our troops to the exfil, and we are done. There we are, 5 out of 5, and those others will flee. Okay, good to go. Mission complete. Now things are going to get more interesting from here, as we now have a little bit more of the open world to explore. Let's give out some medals. First of all, our grenadier was wounded, and our rifleman rushed that position, which was crazy. And then, of course, our machine gunner, too, which held the line on the bridge. Same with the sniper, but we can only give out 3. So there we go. Almost level 3 with most of our characters. Very close. All right, everyone's promoted. And all of our objectives seemingly complete. I think so. All right, continue. More supplies to bring with us. Cool. Used ammunition and equipment. Nothing really. Lots of stuff used. Lots of stuff gained. All right, more of our live decisions here. With this guy again, this Red Army General, it looks like. New legionaries have joined us. Okay. So maybe those people who we met earlier who fled the map want to join our cause now. And or somehow maybe we're already here. Okay, so now our goal is to get to Moscow. So let's push forward and get the train moving. So all this reminds me of the, you know, the furnace or the generator from your city in Frostpunk. You know, like the control, like even the black and white and yellow overlay and whatnot just gives me so many Frostpunk vibes, and I absolutely love it. And I love the fact too that at any moment we can zoom into the train and see what's going on. I just love that as well. So as we are about to cross between a couple of ponds or a few lakes here, you can see that the forest will clear out. There's also a bridge ahead of us. Health and combat health, yeah, we'll hopefully make sure our soldiers are healed up. He should automatically be in the infirmary, I believe. Hopefully so. Let's see if he's in the medical car. Sure is, I think. There's a lot to discover here, a lot to unpack, a lot going on at the same time, a lot of reason to pause the game or stop the train too. But there is the option of putting that soldier inside that car for healing. And we have a shopping list now. Looks like we might be able to do some trading. We'll send the squad out. And we actually have to physically go to that village there. Okay, let's deploy a squad. We'll have to make a squad then. We've got one wounded here, so let's get him out of the squad. Actually, we could disband. Let's see. So that's the Grenadier. We can replace him with someone else. Or we could do 2 smaller squads. So let's change this out a little bit. Let's go with a... let's disband the squad, create a new squad. We'll go with a rifleman, machine gunner, and a medic for this squad. And we'll go with squad 2. Now, these are more for expeditions. Oh, and there's also negative debuffs for some of these guys, too. So we've got aggressive, weak, ruthless. So they might actually end up getting wounded more in the field. Looks like it's showing a character that's already in the other squad. We can bring a grenadier here. Cannot be deployed due to injury. Okay. And we'll bring a scout for this group, too. Looks like we've almost got this guy up to the next level. It might be a good idea to level up everyone, though. You never know if somebody will be killed or wounded. Go ahead and deploy our first squad to Kaluga. And as you can see, we're coming up on the bridge. I love that, man. Not just a generic train travel screen. They could have gone the route of the Oregon Trail and just kind of had some 2D train moving across the screen. But this is gorgeous. A bridge that's visible on the main map is visible right there. Incredible. We're going to stop the train so our troops have a little bit of chance to go to that town and come back. So we'll stop here next to the bridge and see if there's any supplies for us. We might not be able to leave the train here as I had predicted before, but it certainly seems like with the amount of detail in this game and the opportunities to leave the train to go get supply, that we could almost stop at any point and trade at a town in which we pass through a station or something like that. All right, our troops have entered the trading area. There's an old man there. Tell us about the Reds. All right, thank you. All right, let's have these troops come back to the train. So now they can return. So yeah, if we keep the train going, it'll take them a little longer to return. We can see that 13 out of 14 troops are in these cars here. 10 out of 11. 18 out of 19. That could be the upkeep. Or possible upgrade for that. And let's get our guy in there if we can. Recovery, there we go. Let's put Joseph in there. That'll be the way to do that. Perfect. Now, it hasn't even been that long. We're not even a day in. But our troops have returned, so let's get the train underway. Even that clunk is exactly like what it's like with the generator in Frostpunk when you're turning that bad boy up. I love it. Wow. Forest on fire up here. Looks like there's some snow here, but I believe this could be just fog of war and or clouds. They say winter's coming, but I'm not entirely sure what month it is. But there are day and night shifts too for all of our troops, so obviously medics or doctors will have to tend to the wounded day and night. So from 6 to 18 and from 18 to 6, we might be able to change those, maybe set different policies for the train. That's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit. Engine malfunction. Oh no, our train has broken down. Which actually is a blessing in disguise because we have 2 areas out there and we can go foraging now. Let's go ahead and resolve the engine malfunction. It looks like it's going to take about 2 hours to repair the train, so let's begin with that. And assign workers to start the repairs. We'll have Alfred and Bedrick do that. Oh, he's part of a squad. Interesting. So some people, yeah, have multiple things that they can do here. So we could have somebody be as much of a medic as they are a repairman, as much as they are a forager. Crazy cool how all the skills of the soldiers are put to their maximum use here. All right, let's select a squad. I'm not sure which one might be best for fishing, but we'll have Squad 2 go fishing and Squad 1 do the foraging, since they might be a little better at that. Obviously, the forest is where the foraging will be best, and the lake will more than likely be for fishing, as it does say... Oh, actually, nature. So not just hunting, but also fishing, I guess, is under that. Has a chance of getting extra food from forests and lakes. More hunter traits in the squad don't multiply the effect. Okay. So yeah, I guess we could use the lake as a watering hole, or possibly as a fishing spot, too. All right, tick, tick, tick goes the timer for the repairs, and it's almost nighttime. And there be Moscow. Wow. From there, we're obviously going to be heading further east. Time now stopping as we've arrived at the forest and need to give orders. Let's give our troops orders to forge. Once they're done with that, they will have to come back. Finding some pretty good stuff there. Looks like they were able to maybe kill a pheasant, gather some berries and apples. Not bad. Very good. And some good XP. Yeah, troops don't have to go out and mow down a ton of enemy troops in order to become more skilled or to be able to do something to help the train as a whole. Excellent. Alright, engine malfunction removed. Let's move forward. And we'll get between these two here. Let's get the train moving next to the lake. We gotta send that squad back to the lake there. Squad 2 it is. Reroute you. Sorry about that. Wrong button. Wow, we're very close to Moscow. Oh, it looks like we can actually tell the train exactly where to move, too. So instead of telling the train to move and stop, we can actually tell the train just to move to a position and then stop. That's what we wanted to do instead, is fish, rather than return to the train. But everything that we do will take stamina and will take time. So when our troops return from fishing, they will need to rest for a little while. And we're waiting. The lake is done. Hey, and they got a lot of fish from that. Excellent. Well worth it. Well worth it. Alright, now let's return. Alright, let's get the train moving. Worker missing in the locomotive. Alright, let's get somebody to work for nighttime shift. Who's in there already? Johan? Got somebody on the day schedule. Dusan, you can do that. There we go. Perfect. Wow, imagine that. We have to manage the locomotive, the hospital, the troops that go out there. What a heavy management game. This is a dream for anybody who, again, I can't stop gushing because I freaking love Frostpunk, and I'm excited for Frostpunk 2. And this also kind of reminds me, for some reason, of maybe a little bit of Metro, and I don't know, it's just great. And I love the RTS style. It's nothing here seems like an afterthought or something that's just tagged on at the end. It truly does feel like they tried to give everything as much care as they could. Obviously, for fishing and, you know, for going to the lakes and stuff like that, it's not really, I don't know, you don't really need to right-click on a lake and tell someone to actually fish. Now, if we speed up, we're going to use a lot more of our coal, so we don't want to do that. But we do want to go all the way to Moscow, which apparently is going to be a mission. Oh, boy. Let's see what happens. And gorgeous at nighttime. Absolutely stunning. All the lights on in the city. Either smoke from a war that's still raging in the city, or just factories. Could be. I see white smoke from towns, which means that they're burning firewood. Black smoke from the industry, which means they're burning coal. I mean, small detail, but pretty impressive, actually, that they've done that. And now it's raining. Some weather effects? No way. Rain's coming into town, finally. Let's speed up time. And there she goes, into town. Little town known as Moscow. Okay, storm on the horizon. Time has been paused. Maybe we need to pull forward a little further. Train is stopping. There we are. There's no turning back. This activity will move you to the next region and you won't be able to go back. Are you sure you want to continue? Incomplete side quests and deployed squads will be lost. Oh, there might be a reason where we could be chased in the future. That'll be interesting. Alright, let's continue. Alright, no turning back. Let's continue. Proceed. Let's disband this squad. And bring everyone into Squad 1. We've got 3 riflemen here? No, these are... those are the X's for the deselect. Alright, let's start with a rifleman. Machine gunner. Let's get our medic to level 2. Get our grenadier to level 2. It looks like he's... Has a history with the Reds that needs to be paid in blood. That's interesting because he was wounded earlier by them. So now he's spiteful for it. That's cool. All right. 5 troops. I think that's more than enough to manage. Let's go. Deploy. Great load screen art, too. Absolutely love that style.
Major, that train is heading right for ours at top speed!
Damn it, the Reds mean to ram us. Legionaries, brace yourselves! General Morozov.
I had a feeling we'd meet again.
You are a liar and a coward.
How so?
Wreck a train of soldiers on their way home when there is no war between our nations.
Allow me to remind you that I gave you an option, Major. Lay down your weapons, and you may cross Siberia in peace. More than fair. And the offer still stands, minus the train. Now, order your unit to surrender.
You know I will not do that.
Loyal to the bitter end. I respect that. May God rest your soul, Brother Gazdi.
Opening fire! Engaging! Bastard! Yet, Captain Langer, he must have a way to get us to Vladivostok.
They've murdered Major Gazdig. We can't let this go unanswered.
Wow. Our train destroyed, the Major killed, and a Red General Menace heading around the town.
Moving out.
Let's get him, boys.
Taking position.
Enemy spotted!
The Czechoslovak forces have entered Moscow. Wow, there's lots of supply here.
Enemy spotted!
It might not be worth going and getting, though,
Understood.
if we're going to walk out in front of a machine gun.
Yes, moving.
Let's see if we can pop that guy. Sniper can't snipe?
Yes, sir. No, I don't think so, sir.
Yeah, there we go.
Engaging.
Oh, what?
Assuming position.
Well, let's get into cover. I guess it's not easy with a World War I rifle to like snipe in the rain. Makes sense.
Yes? I'll see to it.
Actually, let's not have the
Orders.
medico do that.
Consider it done.
Handgun ammo and rifle ammo are separate. Okay. No, let's not go up that far. We'll go back for it. All right, in the interest of time, we're going to willingly
Yes?
leave some ammo and such behind, as this is a demo.
I'm listening.
We don't need to necessarily gather everything because, of course,
Enemy.
we won't be able to use it forever. Is that an alarm?
Moving out.
Maybe that'll summon more troops. Let's try to avoid the patrols.
Understood.
You can actually hear shooting in the streets, so maybe
Yes.
what I reported on
position.
earlier of fighting in the streets
Right-ho.
was accurate.
Yes, sir.
Enemy spotted!
Oh,
I'll pry it open then.
yeah, let's certainly get that handgun ammo.
Taking cover. I'll pry it open then.
Seems like the weather's changing slightly and the sun may be
Moving
coming
out.
up. Dynamic day-night cycle in mission.
Enemy spotted.
Taking cover.
Yes?
All right, engage them.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, they were going for the alarm.
I'll see to it.
Shoot them. Just stand in the position and shoot.
Enemy sounded the alarm.
Ah, that takes too long to fire.
Better option. Yes.
Our troops should be able to fire from there and just engage, but that gives us more Reds to kill. Good. They sounded the alarm.
Bloody business.
Those poor commies.
Yes, sir.
Enemy spotted.
On my way.
And we can't occupy any of the homes, though. Makes sense. There might be people
Taking
in there.
position.
Vehicle spotted.
There he is.
So what now? We just let that coward get away?
Major Gazdik would not want us to risk our lives just for the sake of revenge. We should look for Captain Langer, per our original orders. He's been stationed in Moscow for a while, and we must know some way for us to get out of here.
Okay. Let's go the other way. Ooh.
Taking cover.
Back into cover.
Enemy spotted.
Enemy spotted. I'm red, taking cover.
Nice. Very good. Okay, we're going to ignore that supply.
I'm listening. Yes, sir.
And let's go find the captain. Captain Langer, was it?
Taking position.
Come here to talk.
No, I can't.
Well, it's nice he's waving at us.
On my way.
Where is Major Gazdik?
He's gone. It was that bastard Morozov.
It has begun then. The Reds, spreading their one truth in the name of unity. There will be civil war.
Our train was destroyed. Most of our unit died in there.
We must depart as soon as possible. There is another train we can board. Here is a map of the city. If you can reach this train depot, we can secure another train. Be careful. The Reds probably know we're looking for a new train and will be guarding the depot fiercely. I will gather my unit discreetly and join you at the depot. Wait for us there.
All right, a new train.
Your orders, sir.
We're not completely out of business.
Not possible.
Uh-oh, they're sounding the alarms everywhere.
Moving out.
Now, obviously, this is an incredibly important level to gather all supplies that we can find,
Understood.
as that'll help us on our next leg of the journey, and to supply our new train, which may or may not have tons of supplies already waiting. Nice.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's just get the hell out of here.
Taking position.
Enemy spotted.
Go, 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 go. Our grenadier's wounded.
We found it.
Whoa.
Captain Langer was right. There is the train that will take us to Vladivostok. We should gather as much fuel as we can while we wait for the rest of the legionaries stationed in Moscow.
I don't think the Reds will be happy about us trying to commandeer their train. This time, they won't even bother asking us to surrender our weapons. Here!
Yeah, not possible.
I'm wait. Not possible.
On my way.
Throw that grenade, bro.
I'm all ears.
Nice.
Orders, sir.
Oh, cool. Reinforcements.
Taking cover.
Let's get into cover. I'm trying to stay purposely out of cover as well to see how efficiently enemy forces can shoot at us, and or if it gives us a advantage while shooting back. Obviously, cover is going to help us to maintain our health. Oh, cool. And now we got a new game mechanic. Someone gravely injured. Let's go ahead and stabilize them and see how that works. Ah. No animation for that at the moment, but again, alpha build. Alpha build. And we've all seen
Yes?
games be a little worse than that. Can the medic
I
heal
can do
themselves? Oh, wonderful. The medic can heal themselves. Good.
Listening, sir! Yes?
This guy's like a final boss.
Keep it!
Oh, wow. Good thing we threw the grenade. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, that worked out. All part of my plan. Totally lured them in on purpose.
No, but let's hope it's good.
All right, let's gather fuel.
You're all finding cover.
We need to gather 100.
Enemy spotted!
I'm ready.
All right, medic, do your job. Looks like we got access to more troops.
Right you are, sir.
Listening, sir. Consider it done.
Grab whatever you
Taking
can.
cover.
Oh, we can actually operate a machine gun. Whoa.
Yes?
I don't know if that can turn behind it.
Your order. Yes, sir.
Things are getting a lot dicier now.
Finding cover. Your orders? Taking cover.
Nice, they're getting flanked a little bit. They seem to always love to target our grenadiers, don't they?
For the Republic!
Enemy!
Nope, okay.
Moving.
All right, get on that MG.
I'm here.
Hell yeah, brother.
No, I don't think so.
I'm hit. I'll see to it. Let's see what's there.
Nice, mow him down. Okay, obviously in our haste, we've made waste.
Yes.
Oh, man, there are troops
My
everywhere.
way.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, the machine gun can fire behind. Thank God.
Awaiting orders. Be right there. Taking aim. Ready's moving.
Cover is incredibly important in this game. Not just
Listening.
a mere suggestion, but an absolute requirement. Let's capture our train.
How do I do that?
Have our scouts go around and grab
Let's see
supply.
what's there.
Ready as I'll ever be. A wise decision.
Ready.
More injuries for our troops.
Right you are.
Awaiting orders.
Grab some handgun ammo, I suppose. Looks like we got enough.
Ready, sir.
Huge pile of coal. Had more coal than the other deposits.
Yes,
Nice.
sir.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. All aboard.
Yes, yes, sir.
Get off that MG.
Say the word. Understood.
What is definitely not?
Everybody fall back. Rifle and explosive grenade there. All right, let's get out. 5 out of 5. Let's leave. Let's go. Hey, not bad. And lots of promotions all around. Good. Perfect. Everything complete. But clearly leaving behind supply. A bitter, sweet farewell. For sure.
I first met our commanding officer in Moscow. It was on the eve of the revolution, and the city was awash with fears of civil war. The Reds issued an ultimatum that led to violence. We lost Major Gazdig and many good soldiers. The Czechoslovak Legion was seen as a threat because we were a professional army with no clear allegiance. They wanted us disarmed, detained, and if we resisted, dead. But we weren't interested in the bloody affairs of that foreign land. All we wanted was safe passage out of Russia, to our new republic, to our home. And indeed, those were our orders. Reach Vladivostok by train and board a ship for the journey home. To my surprise, I was not invited to lead this campaign, despite my experience in the field. Instead, I was merely an advisor and adjutant to our commander. It was an outrage. But at that time, I had no good reason to challenge our provisional government. We barely escaped Moscow with our lives, but managed to secure an armored train for our long and difficult journey.
Wow. That is only part one of a journey that almost has no end. Look at that. Multiple areas to branch off to go to different locations. And all the way to Vladivostok, all the way in the east. Possibly some other things to do too. Quite a beefy game, I'd say. And a quite good one as well. Only taking a day to travel almost 300 kilometers. Not bad. Not bad indeed. Well, that is all for our first look at Last Train Home. Just simply an alpha build, a demo of a game coming soon to Steam. So do me a big O favor and smash that like button if you'd love to see more of this one. I'd love to showcase more of it on the channel and do a full playthrough. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you can get pop-ups for all of our live streams and much more content related to this and other city builders, management games, and, well, real-time strategy. You guys are amazing. So thanks again for clicking the tab and join and becoming members. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for letting me know your thoughts and opinions on the game down below in the comments section. Really curious to what you think about elements of this being close to many other games, and if this is one that you'd like to play or like to watch or just simply would like to play something else. Let me know down below. I'll see you all next time. Thanks again for watching.